Welcome to the Investing Podcast presented by Tusk Media. The final bell has rung and the market is now closed. So let's move on to an audio and video recap with the Investing Happy Hour.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Investing Podcast presented by Tusk Media. It's Monday, June 20th, 2016. Lots of fun stuff going on today. Really special, groundbreaking edition of Investing Happy Hour. You guys are going to have a blast with it. You're going to laugh harder than you've ever laughed in your whole life. That's not a guarantee. But before you get going on the laughter, make sure you screenshot the podcast as you're listening to it. Tweet it at us at Tusk Media LLC, and we're going to send you a free koozie. That's right, folks. First ever giveaway contest. We're going to talk a lot more about it in a special edition of Outsider Trading coming up in a little bit. On that episode, I sit down with Matthew Krebsbach, Narwhal Capital Management's portfolio analyst, and we talk about his job, but more importantly, we talk about the podcast and how you guys can win free stuff. So listen to that. We talk about it for quite a while at the end. It's a really pivotal portion of the podcast interview. That's not true. We actually talk about stocks mostly. But you guys will enjoy it, I think. Leave us a 5-star review. We will read it on the air. Hit subscribe no matter how you're listening. We're really fired up about how many people are interacting with us and enjoying this. Speaking of interacting, shoot us an email, theinvestingpodcast@gmail.com, if you have any questions about investing at all. And especially along those lines, we have Bond Week. A week from today, we start Bond Week. We're going to talk about bonds and fixed income for the entire week. It's going to be pretty awesome. So shoot us any questions specifically about bonds to theinvestingpodcast@gmail.com. That's the best way to get in touch with us. Let's talk about the market. Really fun day for the market. We're going to have a little more fun with it in a little bit. But the market closed up kind of across the board on an equity basis. Not quite as far up as it was at the midpoint of the day when we checked in at the Stock Market Power Lunch. But the Dow was up 73 basis points, so almost 0.75%. The S&P was up more than 0.5%, up 58 basis points. And then NASDAQ was up 77 basis points. So a really strong day. To celebrate the losing streak being over from last week, we're actually going to do a new segment here that we call, Wow, I didn't realize how funny that guy is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have esteemed intern Joseph Bell come up here in just a second. I'm going to read 25 puns that I made up for the market today. I started this about 15 minutes ago. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to read them, and on each one, Joseph is going to grade me. So it's either going to be a victory or a defeat, a win or a loss, as you might see. And we're going to hope that out of 25, I have 13 wins. That's the whole goal here. So let's have a little fun. Joseph, come on up. You ready for this?
Let's do it.
All right. So, unfortunately, Joseph's not 21, so he doesn't get to enjoy with the full effect here. But, number one, you ready?
I'm ready.
Marathon Oil raced out to a gain of more than 10% on Monday, which begs the question, is this a marathon or a sprint?
Okay. All right, that's fair. I can see how.
I think that's good.
I think that's pretty good. I'll give that one a win.
I'll put it this way. If that's a loss, we're going to have a whole lot of L's in that column. Speaking of sprint, the wireless provider was up more than 3% for the day. The fast riser denies reports of performance-enhancing drug use. That's kind of an Olympic-themed joke. We got a lot of those coming your way all summer.
It's good. It's relevant. It's funny. I like it.
eBay shares were up nearly 3.75% in trading on Monday. We'll see if they get bid up further tomorrow. I think we might have our first.
I'll give it a win. I did chuckle.
Generous.
I did
Generous
chuckle.
judge.
It was close.
If you like that one, you're going to love this one, folks.
Okay.
Chesapeake Energy rose 3.5% thanks to an oil rally. But this stock has pretty much been bouncing between its Chesapeake and its Chesatrough for quite some time now.
It's clever. Good record so far.
This one's homage to Matt Burton. He uses this phrase a lot. Harley Davidson, ticker HOG, H-O-G, rode the day to a 3% gain. Pigs get fat. Hogs get slaughtered.
See, now this one...
It's kind of a little inside baseball type stuff
right.
here. People might not get that joke, and there's a lot of ticker puns coming up, folks.
You're right. I'm going to give that another win. Give it a consistent 5.
That's why Joseph gets the big bucks. Gap, ticker GPS, navigated its way to a 3% gain.
I like it.
Priceline negotiated a gain of 2.75%. Remember those old commercials? With the Priceline negotiator? Nah, probably a lost 5 to explain it. All right.
First loss. It's all right.
Boeing, ticker BA, put up some really BA return numbers today. Little PG-13.
I like that. It's edgy. I like it.
Does it count as a loss if I predict you won't like it? Because I think you won't like this one.
We'll see.
First Solar was the first solar company in terms of S&P 500 intraday gains, with movement of almost 2% towards the sun.
See, that had like extra at the end.
Yeah.
See, it was already good. I think that one might actually be my
Could
favorite.
that be 2 wins? 3M, ticker MMM, was up 1.75%, leaving investors pronouncing phonetically, It'd be better if it was a food company.
You're right.
Meanwhile, Humana, ticker HUM, hummed along to a gain of 1.5%.
It was a little cheap. It was a little
cheap. Okay.
It's all right.
Fifth Third Bank was actually up almost exactly 5/3 at one point during the day. It closed up 4/3.
I'll give you the win for effort there.
Ben Franklin Resources was up 50 cents on the day, or 0.5% of a Benjamin. That's a $100 bill joke, y'all.
I like that.
Yeah, you have to.
Absolutely.
Aflac ducked and dodged its way to a nice daily gain.
I can appreciate that, and points for the impression.
Yeah. Garmin also found its way and recalculated to a final destination of a 1.5% gain.
Good for Garmin. It's another win.
Altria, which has the ticker MO, and pronounced Mo. Altria owners may soon learn if Mo money means Mo problems, as the stock rallied to a gain of more than 1%.
That's definitely a win.
Under Armour curried favor on the day, despite a disappointing result for star spokesperson Steph Curry in last night's NBA Finals. So curried favor.
It's good, but I'm afraid it's a little too soon.
Meanwhile,
Still a lot
if you
of
didn't like
sore.
that one, speaking of rigged things, holders of RIG, that's Transocean, ticker RIG, may think the market is rigged as well, thanks to an 80 basis point loss on Monday.
I can appreciate that one.
But Ball Corp balled out of control with an 80 basis point gain.
Ooh. 15 wins.
Doing good. We got like 6 more. Wynn Resorts lost money on the day, which is ironic.
I would agree, but it's a loss for Wynn.
NRG Energy wasn't very energetic either, lagging neutral territory by about 3%.
I like that one a lot.
You know what the L on L brand stands for?
What?
Losers, because the stock was down 60 basis points on the day. Maybe Alliance Data Systems, ticker ADS, should take out some ads to help its business. The stock was down almost 3% on Monday.
Not terrible advice for ADS.
And Diamond Offshore Drilling, ticker DO, proved to be a major don't, thanks to its loss on Monday.
That's a win.
And finally, Realty Income Corp, ticker O, posted a loss that left investors saying, oh. That's pretty good right there, people. That's what, 18 and 7?
Mm-hmm.
There you have it. The first ever edition of, wow, I didn't realize how funny that guy is. Thank you guys for being here. Joseph, as always, it was a pleasure.
Absolutely.
Glad you're back in town. The market's back up. Feeling pretty good about things. We're going to do 25 puns every time the market's up. Just kidding. Every once in a while, we're going to do some kind of comedic bit just to make sure we still got it. You know? Got to stay sharp. Make sure you guys are sharp. Hit that subscribe button. We promise not to do this torturous activity anytime this week, but maybe next week we'll be back with more puns. Hit subscribe. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great night.
Tusk Media is a subsidiary of Narwhal Capital Management. Ratings and reviews of Tusk Media content are not to be construed as endorsements of opinions, analysis, or services offered by Tusk or its parent company. The opinions and predictions shared here are professional beliefs at the time of publication. We are not under duress from any of the corporate entities mentioned. This is not a solicitation to take any particular action. Although we are investment advisors, this information should not be considered investment, legal, or tax advice. We strive to be as impartial, insightful, and accurate as possible. We base our opinions, analysis, and calculations on information we believe to be reliable, but we cannot guarantee its accuracy. We can, however, guarantee that our opinions will sometimes be flat out wrong due to a variety of factors. Employees and clients of Narwhal Capital Management may or may not hold positions in the securities detailed and may or may not hold these positions in the future. A full list of all securities purchased, sold, or held during the 12 months preceding the date of this publication can be provided upon request. Unless otherwise noted, all data accessed via MarketWatch or the Bloomberg terminal. Past performance does not guarantee future results. A copy of Narwhal's Form ADV is available at the SEC's website, www.advisorinfo.sec.gov, or from Narwhal upon written request.